John, thank you for sticking around with us a little bit longer. I definitely want to get some in-depth questions, find out who you are as a fellow, and just kind of get a little bit more from what's up here. First of all, do you actually play Airsoft?
Yes and no. I used to play, that's how I got started.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite game is Operation Hakpao, because I love Vietnam history. And, but, you know, I don't really get to play as much as I like to these days. Yeah.
So why is that?
Because when it becomes part of my job.
Yeah. It's not like you're busy at these events or anything.
When it becomes work, I can't just relax and play. I mean, at New Horizon, you saw that one incident with that one gentleman. We had to make sure he's medically okay.
That was a tough situation.
Yeah, and thank God he was okay. But then I had my gun, battery charged up, I was ready to go. That happened, put everything back in the car. Just gotta make sure he's okay. Yeah.
I always hear these, I mean, not complaints, but like rumors that like, oh, John Lou's not really at this event, he just pays someone to run it and he takes all the money. But the thing is, like, every single event I've ever been to, a John Lou event, you've always been running around and dealing with something, so I don't know what these people are talking about, like.
Oh, and the rumor, I love the rumor mill, it's hilarious. Last year, right before Restorm 1, there were rumors saying that we actually never produce events, we just take money. And I'm like, wow, for 10 years?
Yeah, I know. I mean, the first line clause was in Bakersfield, my hometown.
That's right,
I saw
you were there.
everywhere. So, yeah, it looks like you're working your heart out. So I don't see how those rumors even get started. So.
It's unfortunate, but you know, you can't. What are you going to do? You can't prevent people from starting rumors, and all we can do is be true to ourselves and be true to our customers and provide the service that they deserve.
Military simulation.
Yeah. Go out there and have a good time.
You know, it's funny. I played for a long time where we used high caps. I know Tim loves high caps. I always loved using mid caps, and I was so happy when you first started your games, or at least when you started them, you only made mid caps available. Correct?
Yes.
Except for saws or any squad automatic weapons.
Right.
Have you ever found a lot of players complaining about that, or?
In the beginning, yes.
Yeah.
Not anymore. In the beginning, to be honest with you, in the beginning, I played with high cap.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until we sat down, we realized if we want to do military simulation, what does that really mean? What is a military simulation? We're emulating, we're trying to emulate what the real military people go through. We can never get to that level, of course, because they're using real bullets.
Dilemma.
Yeah. We believe in repeat customer, real bullets, not give up business.
Touche.
But you know, my chief of staff, Mr. John Lenhart, bless his heart, without that man, Lion Claws couldn't have come this far. He, you know, talked about doing low cap, mid cap, so far and so on, and started the new rule, new policy, and it came a long way. It came a real long way. Yeah, it's working out real well.
Well, we've got a big black gun right there, and I want to know because you told us before one of your. Well, just tell us what your favorite airsoft gun is.
Yeah. You know, we talked about it earlier. My personal dilemma has always been challenged with batteries.
Yes.
Operator error.
Yeah.
But the guns are all great. But my favorite moment was Lion Claws 9 on Sunday. I got to play Sunday, and the G&G SR25. Boy, bless Johnson's heart. Awesome. Yeah. I was able to take people out. I snuck up to the hill. I was, you know, shooting down at the small squad, and man, they're all reliable.
Yeah.
This version here, actually, the sniper version is actually championed by Angel Sierra. Yeah.
I think I actually saw her using it at Red Storm. And I asked Gene, now it's KW, I was like, Gene, why is she using that huge gun? And he looked over me, he's like, Bob, it's really light. And yeah, I picked that up a second ago. That is light.
Yeah.
So.
Well, out of the three Angels, the heaviest gun is the M14 sniper rifle, Angel 3.
That's Anya uses it.
Anya,
right?
Correct.
She does like that gun.
Yeah. She's hardcore.
I like how all the different Angels seem to use different guns that they actually prefer.
Yes.
So that's, what's that called? Attractive. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know this, but a lot of our viewers don't. How did you get hooked up with Colonel McKnight? Was it a date or a drink first, or how did that happen?
It was actually Weekend of Heroes, 2002. The first Weekend of Heroes action figure toy convention that sponsored Merit International asked me if I could borrow gear from Brockheimer Production, because the movie Black Hawk Down came out in 2002. And I'd never seen the movie. I have no idea what he was talking about, because I'm such a peasant. I work, I don't watch movies. So he told me to watch it. I saw the movie and I was like, wow. He said, can you think we can ask a movie company to loan us props to beef up the convention.
Yeah.
So I said, cool. I called the movie company. They very politely told me to go F myself. Very politely, though.
That's nice of them to be that polite. 'Cause
They're very professional. And so I got a hint. So I thought, you know, if I can't get props, wouldn't it be cool if I get real Rangers who were there in Somalia?
That would be exceptional.
So I went through my buddy, the Vietnam vet ranger, Sergeant Ken Miller,
Yeah.
who knows all the Rangers in the world.
That guy's awesome.
Ken contacted 2 Rangers who were there, put me in touch with them. Neither one of them were doing well.
Yeah.
And then I sit here and go, you know, since Bob and Tim are not available, maybe I'll just ask for water.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course, everybody laughed at me. They're like, right, you're going to get Colonel McKnight, sure. I called the base, and the base basically said, don't call us, we'll call you. But I am shameless and persistent that way. I kept calling and calling and calling until they finally patched me through Colonel McKnight's assistant,
Wow.
who basically told me, it's very nice of you. You want to make a little doll of Colonel McKnight? No, ma'am, it's not a doll, it's an action figure.
Please.
Yes, with all due respect. So that incident, and the lady was very nice. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be rude to Colonel McKnight's assistant.
Of course.
Say, there's my name, there's my number, if you could please let the Colonel know. I figure, you know what, I came this far, I'm not going to cross that line, I'm not going to be rude.
Absolutely.
I'll leave it like that. In 10 minutes, I got a call back.
Wow.
Was the assistant. She said, Colonel McKnight wants to hear what you have to say. Here is Colonel's home phone number. I was just like, you're gonna be kidding me. So I called Colonel right away and introduced myself. This is John Liu. I would like to fly you out to California and make you a VIP for Weekend of Heroes because we want to honor American hero. Colonel McKnight said, well, right there, you and I already fundamentally disagree. And I'm going, great. 30 seconds into the conversation, I pissed off the guy.
Because he's not a hero.
He said, because I'm not a hero. He said, my men who die in Somalia are the real heroes.
Yeah.
He said, I'm just an old soldier doing my job. He said, if you're looking for a hero, you came to the wrong person. And of course, when he said that, I was just like,
Oh. You're gonna like cry on camera. That's really hardcore.
He has so much class, and he's a very inspired. To this day, I'm so honored and privileged to be able to call him my friend. He is celebrating his 60th anniversary this Saturday.
He's 60th anniversary.
He's going to be
His
60 years
birthday?
old. Uh-huh.
What?
This Saturday.
He looks a lot younger than 60.
In fact, he is flying into California tomorrow, speaking in Riverside. He travels around the country, gives speaking engagements, and Saturday night, Colonel, Mrs. McKnight, myself, my wife will be having dinner together, celebrating his 60th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a bucket full of cute.
yeah, but that's how we met.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm playfully jealous. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Okay. So you, Airsoft isn't your entire life. It's not the only job you have because you have to make, what's that called? Money.
That's
Yeah,
mortgage.
money. You have to survive.
Yeah.
So what's
Buy fuel, food for my dogs.
necessities?
Yeah.
So what is your well, not side job, but what is your real job?
My day job?
Yeah, your day job. Yeah.
Best of USA Marketing really is actually a tourism destination marketing company. We market destinations. We work with convention visitor bureaus. We sell cities and states
Oh.
to very affluent travelers and corporate people. So to entice them to bring business to the United States, do their conferences here, do their leisure travel here, and then go home.
Basically, pick
Yeah.
America.
So basically, come to America, spend all your money, and go home.
Thank you.
In short.
Wow.
And that's my day job for the longest time. We create special events, we do corporate functions, we do, the generic, I call it generic because if they're not carrying one of these, it's all generic. So it's, we do generic corporate dinner, corporate awards dinner, banquet, suit and tie. We do all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
And then we create promotional video for Universal Studios, Disneyland, SeaWorld, South Coast Plaza, Laguna Beach, all the major cities,
Jeez.
in tourism, promotion, and marketing.
Never heard any of those. Disneyland? No. Got
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah. Well, I'm curious because I made this comparison when I was at Irene in Fort Knox. I was like, oh, this is the Super Bowl of Airsoft. what do you think is the Super Bowl of Airsoft? Like Lion Claws, the Military Series, or Irene, or how would you quantify that?
You know, the players out there are funny. They came up with all these different names, and you know, we're very privileged. They love them so much. Some call Lion Claws the Super Bowl of Airsoft, and they call Irene the Pro Bowl of Airsoft.
Oh, yeah.
or vice versa. But you know what? Either way, as long as you're enjoying the game, that's all there is to it.
That's true. I mean, they are very different. I know Lion Claws is a lot more endurance, and Irene is a lot more action.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, but Lion Claws this year will be different.
Yeah, but it's going to be a bit more mount. And can you tell me, like, why are you so excited for the 10th anniversary of Lion Claws? Besides 10 is a good number.
The unique nature of the AO. I tried for 3 years to get this AO, obviously because we're trying to do it legally. And again, no matter how hard, how stringent the requirements are, how expensive it is, we want to do it by the book. And we finally have the means and the political support to do it by the book. It's not just the city; it's the corporation that owns the former George Air Force Base. A lot of people assume it's the city of Victorville. It's not. That's a partnership. See, Victorville is the easy part. It's the partnership, the corporate-private corporation that's the challenge. And that's the part that we work very hard, and with the city's help, we finally, I don't want to look at dollars and cents because that's just going to make me cry, but it's a promotional event.
Yeah.
It's great, 10th anniversary. I hope you all have a good time.
I can say I will. Well, thank you so much, John. I'm so happy to have you here because, well, I'm just waiting for more operations to come. So, thank you so much.
Oh yeah, we'll have fun.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Airsoft is an enjoyable hobby, but your guns can be dangerous if mishandled.
Please use your airsoft guns responsibly. Don't take them out in public, and don't take them to your school.
If you're waiting for something to come back in stock on AirsoftGI.com, raise your hand. Now I can't see you, but I'm sure some of you still raised your hand. And if you have your hand raised, we have a brand new section of the website made just for you. It's called the Restock section. Check this page every once in a while, and if you're waiting for something to come back in stock, it'll show up on this page the second that our website is updated.